would have been moving forward.
But one of the reasons they were considering it was because they were getting tax relief, tax incentives, which goes to the fact you need them because it's so expensive to be in New York and you need those incentives. Now, that was $3.5 billion?
$3 billion plus.
$3 billion. Now you have the Hudson Yards opening,
sure,
which is fantastic news for New
York,
right? There you go. With over $5 billion in incentives, and we never heard anything. And now I guess I just want to piggyback that on to you going to New Hampshire tomorrow and ask you, do you believe in the capitalist system?
I believe in, I'm a social democrat. I believe that we're living in a capitalist system that has strengths and weaknesses, and we have to address it with a strong role of government. And right now, that's not happening sufficiently. Here's the bottom line. We look at a country where the federal government has substantially, consistently put wealth in the hands of the That's why I say very clearly, we have an opportunity to, this year, out loud say, our national government, from Ronald Reagan to present, has continued to empower the 1% through the policies of federal government. Working people have created all that wealth in this country. They have not benefited. So I say there's plenty of money in this world and there's plenty of money in this country, but it's in the wrong hands. And we have to have policies that give people a chance again by redistributing some of that money back to working people.
So do you consider yourself a capitalist?
I consider myself a social democrat.
So not a capitalist?
Look,
you don't believe in capitalism?
No, that's not what I'm saying, my friend.
Okay.
We are living in a capitalist society. But if you say, how do you philosophically identify yourself as a social democrat? I've said that's an identification for me. I'm a New Deal Democrat. I believe liberation theology has been a very important influence on my life. I think we look at this through the prism of what is fairness? What are we here to do in this world? We're not here to continually empower the 1%. We're not here to have government policies that make the rich richer while working people work harder than ever and get the less and less back.
And yet you govern a city that allows Hudson Yards to come forward that is an exclusive mall.
As you know, was made in the previous administration. And the kinds of subsidies that were approved in the previous administration, we no longer do. That's the bottom line.
So why is the failure of Amazon not indicative of the social democratic view towards capitalism?
Because Amazon made an arbitrary decision. Look, I think we all know
they
that
were urged there by some of your
No, I absolutely disagree with that statement, respectfully. First, I think we could all say that unusual things were happening within the Amazon family at that moment in time. And that was said politely. There was clearly some unusual factors happening. We know who the ultimate decision maker is.